That is different. That is different. That's different. That's different. It's like a back massager. That is dope. It's like you did the back massager. Oh my God, with no hands. Like what made, okay, I'll ask the questions later. Oh my God. I'm like a big kid over here. What's happening, YouTube? Thank you for kicking it with Midwest Street Talk. Make sure y'all go ahead, subscribe, and hit the like button. And for those who choose to help me help others, there's a GoFundMe link in the description. Hey man, thank you for kicking it with Midwest Street Talk. Man, who do I got here today?
I'm Aubrey.
What's up, Aubrey?
Yeah.
So Aubrey, where you from?
I'm from Appleton, born and raised.
A-Town?
Hell yeah.
Dang, big A-Town in your building. Okay. This place is becoming a bigger city, actually. It's bigger than I thought it was.
Yeah, no, it's growing, for sure.
So have you ever traveled anywhere else?
I have. I honestly just started traveling really recently, just like to neighboring states.
Like Chicago?
Chicago, Minnesota, those are like my two hubs that I'll bounce between often. Yeah.
Okay. And what is that stick called again? You're just using?
Yeah, that's my dragon staff. That is like my flow prop that I use. Yeah.
That is really dope. And of course, by now, the video. Actually, I'm gonna play the video clip now. Oh. All right, so you see what she was doing there, right? And that's what I mean. So that's her dragon stick. That thing is dope.
Hell yeah.
And do you take that to Chicago and Minnesota when you go?
I do, yeah. I actually just started like live performing, like just a few gigs, nothing paid, but just showing up and doing my thing. So yeah.
And man, that's dope. So did you have any siblings when you were coming up?
I did, yeah. I have two half sisters, and then yeah, I just grew up around a lot of kids.
Okay. So you have two half sisters. Are you close to them?
I am.
Are you, let me guess, you're the middle?
I am, yeah. Both of my sisters are, actually no, I'm the youngest. Both of my sisters are older than me.
Okay,
yeah.
I was going to trip out because I don't know how many times I connect with middle people, but I was going to trip out.
No, I'm the baby, I swear.
Okay. Yeah. So, did you have both your mother and your father in the house coming up?
I was just raised by my mom.
Your mom? Okay, so you got one of them strong women. Yeah, I can tell. Yeah. I understand the swag.
Takes a lot, yeah.
And what about your dad? Did you know him?
So I never met my dad. He basically was in prison when I was born, and for what he did, I'm pretty sure my mom or whomever got a restraining order against him. So I will be in no contact with him. I'm an adult now, but yeah, I've never met my dad.
Okay. Well, sometimes it's a good thing, and sometimes it's a bad thing. How do you feel about that? Do you feel like?
Honestly, it's crazy. I'm such a little tomboy. I'm such a menace. I know kids will be kids or whatever, but I definitely would have vibed with my dad for sure. I did not grow up close to my mom. Actually, just recently, I tell my friends I slayed this dragon because I had this really long-awaited conversation with my mom about all the stuff that I went through. Because I haven't been in speaking contact with my mom in a long time. And she actually brought up to me, which was really crazy, that me and her did not have a good relationship ever since I was 8 years old, which that's young, I was 8 years old and I was already kind of like going through survival mode and like didn't really feel safe with like the one parent that I had. But I also like honor and respect that like she's a single mom doing it on her own, like not in the worst possible circumstance, but my mom went through some shit. Like she did not have it easy, and I was a menace. So like kudos to her, and yeah.
Shout out to your mom.
For real, yeah.
Shout out to you for understanding. She only worked with what she had.
Absolutely, yeah. I think a lot of our parents are like all kind of broken in a very similar way. So we all kind of relate to each other in like this sense that like we know we want to do things differently, and we know what we went through was like actual like trauma, like growing up, like the way that we were raised, and that there's a better way to do things, and yeah, save room for our family to come back from their mistakes. Yeah.
So, what I learned later on, I'm actually 40, so probably like
Hell yeah.
But what I learned is some of the grace, it's the same thing really, but I'll put it in a different way. My mom and my dad was only given so much to work with, and they gave me what they had. So essentially, I was born a gallon, and all they were able to do was put a quarter into me. And you know, it might be more than that, but I'm just using an example, right? And then it's my job now to go into the world and be fulfilled in my own way. You know, whether it's relationship, whether it's work, whether it's a niche, or you know, you get it, right?
Absolutely, yeah, yeah. For real.
So
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
It's your interview.
No, you're good. Yeah, I have not been the closest with my mom. Like I said, I haven't been on speaking terms with her for like a few years. My mom definitely has her battles to go through. I definitely like didn't have a role model in her growing up, which is a little unfortunate. I often feel like kind of the adult with her still to this day. But yeah, I think that there is like a way to love people, even if it's like slightly from a distance, and just like keep trying to direct them on the right path, and then also like protect your peace, because not all family is showing up for you the way that they should in your life. And it's totally okay to need space also on the other side of that, you know. But yeah,
Very wise.
thank you.
It's always good because it helps. Once we know, once we have the knowledge, it helps us here as well, because we understand. So, you went to, did you go to high school? Oh.
I did go to high school. I graduated 2020 during COVID. It was a crazy time. I just remember we got let out of school like really early in the year, and next thing you know, like it was graduation, and I was just like an adult like in the world already, and like school, like nobody was doing school before graduation. It was just like the world was like ending at the time. And I was working before that. Like when I was in school, I had an apprenticeship where I could work throughout the day. So like once COVID happened, I was like working as much as possible. It was such a weird, surreal time, honestly. Like I used to think I had it all figured out, and yeah, that was only a few years ago. It's crazy.
But you graduated, it was rough. It's like you literally had to walk into a disease world.
Yeah.
You know, where everybody was dropping dead, and you know.
Yeah. People are pushing you to go to college when you're like locked in your dorm and you can't leave. Like they force you to quarantine, and like yeah, like you get robbed of your college experience. I'm really grateful I did not further my education right away after high school. Not that like you shouldn't eventually. Always educate yourself, but I don't need tuition to educate myself like immediately after, especially during like the world pandemic. Yeah, whenever the time is right, you know.
And so essentially, you're gonna leave school and go straight to prison.
That's what they think, right? Yeah.
It's so funny. So what are some of your hobbies?
So, right now, I'm obviously doing my dragon staff. That's like my main hobby. I recently just got into music. Not producing, I've just been mixing. Nothing crazy. I just it like so